Discraft just keeps sending me these frisbees. They'd sent me 3 of them previously, and now it looks like they came out with a couple more plastics because they sent me the Jawbreaker Zone OS, the Putter Line Zone OS, and then the soft Zone OS. That guy rambles too much, but this is the ESP Swirl, the regular Z, and the Test Flight Zone OS. All 3 that Discraft had sent out to me a while back, and I actually aced with the Z one. Maybe ace it with the Zone OS? Oh, let's freaking go! So in honor of that, we're gonna throw all 6 of these until we can ace with one. We're at Johnny Roberts Disc Golf Course and it is incredibly crowded. It's like midday on a Wednesday. What are people doing out here? I'm gonna set a timer for an hour. I'm guessing we're gonna have to make like 1 billion people play through. And this is gonna be the definitive answer for which Zone OS is best. So these are the rules. I can't throw the same hole 2 times in a row, but I can skip around just because there's so many people out on the course. The first disc to ace is obviously the best Zone OS. And if I can't ace in an hour, I'm confirmed a hack and a fraud. I'm very interested to see how these new, softer ones fly. Whoa, what the heck? That was the Putter Line one, and I feel like it's more stable than all those. Throughout this video as well, I want to see if the new softer plastics are better for the everyday person, and I'll also share with you how to throw the Zone OS, because I've seen a lot of people say that it's kind of unthrowable, which is maybe mostly true, but we'll see. Oh, just over. I do appreciate that they sent out mostly like pinks and purples. You guys have the real ones for that. Oh, another 240 foot, are you kidding me? Oh gosh. Okay, that was a shank job. Better. Jawbreaker, go in the bucket. Oh my gosh, it phased through it. Not even close. That Jawbreaker so far has been the best one for me. I also imagine if I hit a tree hard with it, it might just be like a super straight flyer. Who knows? I know that those tend to break in way faster. That was one of the reasons why I didn't have a Jawbreaker Zone in my bag, because I hit one tree with it when I first got one, and it like warped it, and you guys know how I feel about warp discs. All right, we're gonna try to stick to the sub 200 foot holes just to save my arm. 180, let's get one. This disc is so silly, dude. It's so silly. Zone OS. They're all Zone OS. Swing, swing. Oh my God. All right, this is the hole. I feel it. 203. Short. Oh my gosh. Get it. Okay, can't go deep with it apparently. Soft. Oh my gosh. No. Oh no. It was not the one. I was really hoping this was in the short. It is not. 273 feet. We'll see if we can even get him there. We'll just start with the base ones. Oh my gosh. And if I'm like really struggling to get him there, we won't even throw the premiums. Better height, not as much turn. Stay up, stay up. Oh my gosh, how am I not hitting these? Oh, lines are good. I like my odds in the next one. It's kind of a forehand chipper. Okay, it is a good sign that all these are past the basket. There's the basket, 273, about 20, 25 long. So the red one have to have been so close to soft Zone OS. We're getting there. I was gonna film another video after this, but already based on how much I'm throwing, probably gonna be a pitch count day. Might need to change the strategy up. I've been trying to go high, kind of flex them in there. I might try to start going a little more laser beam at it. I might start throwing the premiums back to back to back, and then the non-premiums, so I can get a little more dialed with them. Jawbreaker so far surprisingly has been my favorite. I think I just like the color combo, honestly. Pick off the tree. Drop. First one, too high. Off the tree. Oh my gosh. I'm consistently throwing them like zones instead of Zone OS's. My angle's been here, it needs to be here. Got it. Drop. Oh. Off the tree. Kiss. Kiss. No. I'm gonna pause the timer real fast at 43 minutes and talk about how to throw Zone OS, because I've seen a lot of videos saying that this disc is unthrowable, and definitely can be, but even at lower arm speeds, this can be throwable. The key is the nose angle. Because it's such a blunt disc, the edge here is so big, you really need to make sure that the nose is down, because even if it's slightly up, so much air is gonna get under it and push the nose even further up. And if you're struggling with getting it nose down, one of the things that I'm having to tell myself sometimes is to almost throw it at the ground. So if you throw it at the ground, not right in front of you, maybe like 50 to 100 feet in front of you, play around with, let me throw it into the ground as a forehand on some Anheuser, not on some Heiser, because if you throw it into the ground on Heiser, you're screwed, but on some Anheuser. Same with the backhand, throw it almost into the ground, and because it's so overstable, the nose will stay down and it'll flex out. Then you kind of have to figure out, okay, how do I get it a little bit higher to give it these ace runs? Skip shots won't quite work as well because it won't skip high. It'll just kind of skip straight to the left and right, kind of like a tilt does. But yeah, let's get on to hole one and hopefully grab our first ace. 43 minutes left. Got it. Get in. Get a little left. Ah, dang it. Oh, that's so bad. That soft zone is like kind of really overstable. Sorry, that was a putter line, that soft one. That's a soft one. Still too short, man. I feel like it's hard because there's so much left to right movement, and with the normal disc, if you can throw it straight or like have it kind of like push on a Heiser or an Anheuser, you'll have like a larger window that it'll stay in like a column of air straight at the basket. These ones, they swing so much left to right. Honestly, at this point, we'll be kind of happy if I get one, but I'm still hoping for 2 or 3. 204 here. This one is a forehand. 37 minutes left. It's so bad. Okay, dialing it in. Still short. I'm trying to throw harder. I'm really struggling to turn it over. Also, this tree is like soft. Skip somehow.
The next 15 minutes I really focused on this side of the course because there were plenty of shorter holes. Hole number 15, hole 17, hole 14. I really thought since these were sub 200 foot holes, I'm pretty much basic Heiser lines on both sides. It'd be really simple to at least get my first metal hit. Throwing probably 40 or 50 more shots in these 15 minutes as time ticked down to the 20-minute mark, I started to think that I might not even be able to get an ace if I spent the whole day there. I had some pretty interesting realizations during this time about what the Zone OS is actually good for, and as we got closer and closer to the 20-minute mark, I finally threw the perfect shot out of my hand.
That one must have hit something because it is glidier now than when we started. Like, it does not get down the same way. That is a soft one. So far, what I've learned about the Zone OS, for acing, not it. For parking baskets, pretty good. It tends to even stay close when I like shank it. For throwing your arm out, also phenomenal. We're crossing the bridge here. We're gonna see if the key is to spend the last 20 minutes on the other side of the bridge here. Oh no, not that first hole though. Oh my gosh, that disc. I am struggling. Jeez, that one got there. That one kind of goes. That putter line one, kind of nice, because the jawbreaker, I feel a little dent. Soft zone, I feel a little dent. That putter line one, I think it started out the most stable, and is now still so super stable, but a little glidier. I'm not throwing this hole again, that's for sure. So I honestly do feel like grouping these into 2 groups of zones is better. We'll start with all the softer plastics, the newer ones that Discraft sent out to me. I think surprisingly, my favorite is the Putterline Zone OS. I really like Putterline Zones. I might put one of those back in my bag, but I'm definitely not putting this in there because it is overstable. Like out of the box, it might be more overstable than all of them. But as I threw it for like 30 minutes, it just got glidier and glidier, but it didn't really get warped. I hit some trees, not a crazy amount of trees. We'll get to these other 2 in a second, but kind of like the Putterline Zone OS. This one literally landed right next to the teeth pad. It was just all ready to be on this hole because it's gonna ace first time. Parked it. Oh, that felt so weak on my hand. Not gonna drop. Ooh. Get a lift, get a lift. Ah. Oh, that was so far. Okay, those 3, I feel like go like 40 feet farther than the premium ones. Jeez. No, too inside. Man, to the right every time. My second favorite out of these three, which I think are probably like numbers like 4 and 5 of my favorites out of the 6, is the Soft Zone OS, because I hit some trees and it got a little warped, but less warped than the Jawbreaker. That's really the only reason. And I missed through this less. It was the glidiest out of all of them, even before it got warped. This thing definitely got some warpage, as did the Jawbreaker Zone OS. This one got way more. But I mean, that's kind of what happens always with these Discraft Jawbreaker and soft plastics, or most Jawbreaker and soft plastics, which is one of the reasons why I don't really like anything softer than like a medium plastic. This one's a little warped right there, you can barely see. So all three of the softer Zone OSs are a little bit glidier, but similar stability. Out of these three, it's really hard to say which is the most overstable. Looks like they pushed this one back, so it's only 190. Oh my gosh. How did I miss that? There were 3 shots that I was like guaranteed these are going in. Nope, face to the basket. We can pretend like I did this for science, but oh, look at that guy right there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is the first hole that I aced at this course last summer. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left. Oh. We're gonna come back to this hole. We're gonna play the last 2, because I think this is the one. All right, 647. I think it's just so hard that like you have to catch it at just the right amount of turn and just the right distance. It is so. Stop doing that. Yeah? No. No, so bad. Jawbreaker? Okay, it's still stable, even with that 10. 439. Drop, drop, drop. I'm pretty sure these are my last 12 throws in the hour. Man, I should have found this rotation earlier. Hole 12 is gonna be the hole too. Why am I going back in? What am I doing? Way too much left. Way too much high. Like that. Like that. Probably wasn't, but I felt like that was going. No. Sit. Oh, that might be in the water. Drop, 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 drop. No, too straight. Last 6 shots. Of course, that's the soft zone and I have no time. Z zone. This one already has an ace and knows how to go in the basket. Drop. Okay, better. Too low. Or Anheuser. No! Why did I throw that into the tree both times? Come on. Last one. Good height though. Hour. Well, stop that timer. Now we start the stopwatch. And this is just gonna stay here at this basket because this is the basket I'm making it on for sure. I think I found that because this one is a slight dome, the ESP Brody Tour Series one, it's a little bit glidier than the Z one, which will move a little bit more left to right than the test flight, which is a little puddle top. But all of them are super overstable and they have a lot of lateral movement for a 4-speed, meaning that it's very hard to ace with them because you have to find the perfect sweet spot of it's not moving too far left to right and it's the right distance. It's a lot harder, I feel like, to ace with something super overstable than something super understable. Start from 0, see how much longer it takes, and this is gonna decide which is the best Zone OS. Dude, come on. Dude, stop being so lazy. That was the thing, only my 20th shot. 5 minutes and 11 seconds. But all of them in the same hole, so it doesn't really count. I gotta go ice my arm. Peace. I mean, that's not what I meant, but it'll work.